But it was a really cool stadium, and we had been there for a different sport earlier in the week.
Yes. What sport had we been there for, Ellie?
We did go for American football, played in Canada. It was a really, really good experience. And
Sick.
yeah, so good. We went pitch side to begin with, and then we were able to just like watch the game, but we didn't know any rules. I literally just knew that you could throw the ball forward, and that was about it. But I think what was really cool about it is the experience that we had is, I think, the space that women's rugby can definitely go into. If you've not watched a Racing 92 game, which is based in Paris, it felt very much like that, where we were being entertained, and it wasn't just from the sport being played on the pitch. There was light shows, there was dancers on the pitch, there was really, really good music, and it almost felt like the American Canadian football was like a segment of the entertainment that was there for the night.
Yeah, they definitely did it really well. And I agree, it's something that maybe we can bring into rugby, because it was just fun. Like, I had so much energy there when I was there. I didn't, like I said, didn't know really what was going on, but I was screaming, I was cheering, and that was because of the atmosphere, I think, more than the play, because obviously I didn't understand.
And the players, they dance a lot. So going back to the celebration of like the Cowboy celebration, we need more of that in rugby, because those guys were dancing, and it made me feel like I wanted to dance with them. It just brought us such good atmosphere.
Like, we can't be the only ones with a celebration. So any other rugby girls listening, you do celebrations as well. Like, you don't always have to do a Cowboy celebration, obviously. If you want to do your own, send them in too.
And more the girls will do it as well, I'm sure of it.
Or boys.
No, I'm sorry, I mean girls in our team. They're gonna start doing it.
Listeners.
Questions.
Listeners.
Questions.
Listeners.
Questions.
Listeners.
Questions.
Listeners.
Questions. We'll get better at that.
Yeah, we will definitely get better at that.
So we put on the Instagram earlier in the week any questions that you guys have got for us that you want us to answer, and we got so many questions, and it's so good to hear and listen and read as well, because it helps us understand what you guys want to know a little bit more of. So we're going to start with one of them, which said, did you have any other sports outside of rugby that you play currently, whether it's recreational or you just do it for enjoyment as well?
Not overly. I think obviously the time that we get that's not training is probably minimal and rest time. So to then be doing another activity is probably quite tough. But in the summer I played a lot of paddle, which I know you have too. So yeah, that's maybe something that I've got into recently, and maybe when we get back home to play a bit more, because it is really fun. And if you don't know what paddle is, it's basically the crossover between tennis and squash. So you're in a court smaller than a tennis court, but it's got glass around it, so that's what makes it like squash. The rackets are different, the balls are actually different, even though they look like tennis balls, they're actually different, and you can hit it off the walls. You play in doubles.
It feels like less running, so you can play it quite casually,
but it is super duper fun. I agree. Really fun. And if you now want to like go and play, watch like a YouTube video of it first, because it is mental
how good those people are. Some people sometimes, again, you're gonna have to get reference from a video, but in the cage, the professionals run outside of the cage and hit it back in, because it can hit off the wall again. And I think it's in one of those new sports. I think it's going to be in the Olympics at some time soon. I really do, because I think it's going to really pick up, because more people can play it. And it's quite new at the moment, but that would be mine as well, to answer that question. So obviously you said that we don't have much time, so I guess a build on from that question, if you could play any other sport, what would that sport be?
Good question. I think going on that like paddle theme, like I think tennis I've always loved the outfits, love the venues, love the countries, and I think it's quite like a worldwide sport, which I think is really cool. And I don't know, I just love it. I love the film that is about Serena Williams and her sister and her dad. Love that. And I just really, really enjoy tennis. Like watching it like live or on TV. I am categorically not very good at it. So hopefully it's not the question of, if you are currently your position now, like good at anything else, what would it be? Because obviously it wouldn't be tennis. And then I think golf too. But these are money. Money. They both bring in quite a nice, comfortable wage, which obviously wouldn't be swaying me, but also might be swaying me too.
And you can make some really nice outfits from it.
Golf too, yeah.
Exactly that.
What about you?
I've got two. So my original thought would be sprinting. After watching the sprint documentary, I think I'd struggle with the individual sport, because I love being part of a team, and the times that it's really hard, you've got someone else that you look at and it pulls you through. But watching that documentary, the kit that they wear is so nice.
You would have to get your technique so much better. I don't think a coach would take you.
I know. I have been told by sprint coaches before, and we've done the sprint sessions. I've got to a certain place, but then I just think if Portia Woodman's running after me, I am going back to what I've known for the past 24 years. Definitely,
it's so valid. It's so valid.
But then the other one that I've just thought of would be the football and being part of the Lionesses team after the movement that they made after the Euros, and playing out in so out Wembley. That would just be. I liken a lot of their team culture and like nature to ours anyway, and I think it's a team that we definitely look up to with their successes and what they've done for women's sport as well.
Phenomenal.
And I'd love to be part of something like that, and I feel like I say that because we kind of are part of something like that, and we're taking our own steps and making our own journey with it. We wouldn't have been able to be where we are without those girls and their success as well. So it's kind of a bit of both. I'd like to be part of that group, but also I like what we're doing and what they've done for us as well.
Yeah, to be fair, at least you're actually good at both the sports you've said. Like, I'm actually terrible at tennis and I'm terrible at golf. Like, at least actually you can run quickly and you have got a bit of a football touch on you. So I feel like you're definitely in a better position than I am.